Hey, welcome back to BuQeye Barbecue. So we're going to do a twice smoked ham for the holidays. Thanks for joining here today, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to get our ham that we're going to smoke a second time. So this ham is already cooked. You could take a slice of it right now and eat it. It's been smoked, but double smoking them will add some more smoky flavor, and it gives you a chance to sort of add your own spin on it as well. A couple of things with this ham. First of all, during the butchering, it got a little torn up, so we'll just have to live with that. It happens sometimes. And this is actually sliced all the way through, which I did not realize. I thought it was only partially sliced. So this is going to want to come apart, but you know what? We're going to make it work. It's a good looking ham. It smells great. Nothing wrong with it. So we'll just roll with it. I'm going to use some mustard that I got from a friend. I'm actually using it on a beef cook right now as well. It's Pulaski's mustard. I think it's out of Rhode Island, or at least it's big up there. It's a Polish style stone ground mustard. So just going to grab a spoonful of that and dollop it on and keep the spoon clean in case I want to grab a little bit more, but we don't want a lot. We just want something with a little flavor that our rub can stick to. Maybe just use a little bit more. There we go. And I'm actually not going to do the underside of this ham just because of the slicing I talked about. It's already all the way sliced through, so I just want to leave it just like this. There's a piece right there that I could eat, but I'll leave it be. And now for our rub. I want to add a little sweetness to this, this Polish style mustard. So I'm going to use Meat Church Honey Hog. I like this stuff real well, plus I'm running down to the end of it here. You can use whatever barbecue rub you like, of course. That holds true for anything that I do. I usually use store-bought rubs, and you might not have the same, so use whatever you want. I will say the Meat Church stuff, I find it at Lowe's now, so if you have a Lowe's near you, you might try this. It's really good. And you know what else it's really good on? Popcorn. It's true. All right, so let's just get a good coating on the outside of this. And you don't need to overdo it. Again, this ham is good to eat as it is. This isn't a super salty rub, so I'm not that worried about overdoing this, but we're just adding some flavor here to a ham that's already done. And I think this mustard, along with this rub, is going to add a really nice contrast in flavors. And we are going to put this in the fridge for, I don't know, maybe an hour or something like that. And then we'll get it on the smoker. So I'm going to get this out to the fridge, and we will see you at the Traeger Timberline XL, where all we're going to do is essentially heat this ham up. So we'll see you there in a little while. All right, so we're going to get our Traeger Timberline up to temperature. We'll turn it on and dial it up to 250 degrees. Oops. There we go. All right, so we'll let this come to temperature and we will meet you back out here. Okay, so we have our Christmas ham ready to go. I've got the Traeger wired probe inserted into what I figured was the dead center of the ham. And we're going to take this up to 140. That's a good temperature for taking a already cooked ham to. But I've actually got the alarm set to go off at 120 because we're going to put a little glaze on this, and I want to have time to do that before it reaches temperature. So we're going to go straight on. I think we're going to do this on the bottom rack. So I use the top rack quite a bit, but I think today we're going to use the bottom rack, at least for the ham for now. So there we go. Let's move the camera a little bit and use our zoom. There we go. So we're just going to let this go. I'm using, by the way, hickory pellets for this. I just happen to have hickory and they were already loaded, so that's what I'm using. and we're gonna close the lid and let this go, and we'll bring you back. Okay, so we're gonna make a glaze for our ham, and it's gonna be really simple. We're just gonna go with the flavor profile we're already sort of working with. So I have got about a quarter cup of honey. I didn't measure it, something like that. And we're gonna use some of this Pulaski's mustard that we used for a binder on the outside of the ham. And I'm just gonna get the better part of a tablespoon probably, just a normal servings or dinner spoon really, and we're just gonna mix that up. And before I baste this on the ham, so when you see me out there with this, I'll probably throw it in the microwave for like 15 to 30 seconds, something like that, just to loosen it up a little bit. But that's really gonna do it. So just a little sweet, flavorful glaze for the outside of the ham. So we will bring you back. Okay, let's check on our cooks here. I say cooks because this is sort of going to be a crossover episode. I'm going to use this same clip in two different videos. So here is our deli style roast beef. It is right at 90 degrees, so we're getting there. Not too much longer to go. Color's looking good, feels nice. And here is our ham. Let's pull this out just a little bit. So, ooh, nice and moist, feels really good. Hope you can see it okay. So I'm going to use this clip in two different videos, our Christmas ham video and our deli style roast beef video. So I'm going to get the lid closed. The ham, by the way, is at 113 degrees, so less than 30 degrees to go. So in another 10 or 15 degrees, I'm going to start basting this with our glaze that we made. And for the deli style roast beef, I'm not going to do anything to this except let it hit that 126, 27, 28 degrees and then pull it off and let it rest and totally cool off. So we'll bring you back and we'll get this meat off the smoker. All right, we are at 120 degrees on our ham, so we're going to start adding a little glaze to this. Our mustard and honey glaze, and I also ended up adding a little smoked paprika to the glaze just for some color. And this is definitely one reason I wanted to do this on the pan or over the pan, because this will make a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to do this at least one or two more times in the next 20 degrees. But for now, we're going to get this closed up. I might need to grab this little piece right here. That's good. Even that little crunchy end bit dried out a little bit, but it's still awesome. So, I'll tell you what, we will bring you back. Okay, our Traeger probe is showing that we are just under 140 degrees on our beautiful Christmas ham. I have glazed it 2 more times since the one I put on video. It's really looking pretty. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit there. There we go. So we're going to get it inside and let it rest for a little bit, and then we'll bring you back. We'll give it a taste. So we'll see you in a few. Okay, so here is our double smoked holiday ham. Turned out great. I brought it in and let it rest for a minute, 5-10 minutes. Put the rest of the glaze on it because you can't let that go to waste. And it is outstanding. This is a great cook to do for the holidays. Since the ham's already cooked, all you're really doing is heating it up, adding your own flavor. I use that Meat Church Honey Hog rub, but you can use whatever rub you want. And glazes are a dime a dozen on the internet. I just used honey and mustard. And awesome. Pieces on the very outside dry out a little bit, but quite frankly, I still think they're great. The inside is so moist. I'm gonna pull a piece out of the inside here real fast. Ooh, still pretty hot. So, I don't know if you can see that from where you are. Matter of fact, let's test out this camera. Press that button. So I hope you can see how moist that is. It's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and try this piece also. Oh, so good. So that is going to do it for this cook. I apologize for any sound issues in the middle. I'm testing out a new microphone, wireless mic system, trying to figure it out. Hopefully you can hear me. And hopefully my chewing isn't too loud. So this is the first of at least a couple of holiday cooks that I'll do leading up to Christmas. But again, think about double smoking a ham. You can't go wrong. We will see you next time at BuQeye Barbecue.